It's Friday, February 5th, 2021. Beautiful, beautiful late afternoon here in Palm Desert, California. And I just wanted to close up the week here, go over a few articles, and just get all of your input. Please comment down below about anything you want, what you're seeing happening in your local economies, what you're seeing happening with unemployment. Are you unemployed? Do you have a family member unemployed, a friend? Let us know what things are looking like in your part of the country. I've said so many times that the real news isn't on television. It's down below in the comments. This article today I found interesting, and it's titled, "Half of Americans Will Bet on Sunday's Super Bowl." This is coming from CNBC. This came out this morning. And I think this just really reinforces what 98% of us believe out there. This is the mentality of the average American today. And when we see the spike in unemployment over the last 10, 11 months, when we see the average household debt in America, household credit card debt, student loan debt, auto debt, mortgage debt, most people in America, half of America, can't even come up with $400 yet. Half of America is going to bet on the Super Bowl game this Sunday. I can tell you right now, I won't be watching it. I could care less. The NFL has completely lost me as a fan. I can tell you that. So I will be doing something much more productive this weekend than watching a football game. Payrolls barely grow to start 2021, even as the unemployment rate fell to 6.3%. If you believe that unemployment in America is 6.3%, you believe in the Easter Bunny, without a doubt. CNBC, long-term unemployment is close to a Great Recession record. Almost 40% of jobless workers are long-term unemployed. The record was back during the '08 crisis. That record was 46%. I think that things are more manipulated now. I think these numbers are much more manipulated than they were back in 2008. I, without a doubt, believe that we are past the record 46%. CNBC, even with unprecedented gains, the job market is still struggling to get back to normal. The U.S. economy has gained or regained 12.5 million jobs since the job market crash in March and April of 2020. Again, so much manipulation. Let's not forget that if we go back to March to today, February, well over 70 million people filed for unemployment benefits. They are not being honest with us. The unemployment numbers are much worse than they are telling you, and they are certainly not near 6.3%. I mean, I have a bridge to sell you right here in Palm Desert. The Hedge today, who's hiring and who's firing? Government accounted for 88% of all January job gains. Isn't that interesting? So more than likely, if you have a government job, you're not unemployed, they're not laying off. They're hiring. So what we're seeing is more and more government, meaning we're going to have more problems. The last president said we were going to have less government. And what we got is more government. And what we're getting right now is more government. And if you want to see the system break apart even faster, just get more government involved. How's it working out so far for all of you? January payroll miss. Only 49,000 jobs added as unemployment rate tumbles to 6.3%. This on the Hedge. These people who months ago told you and I things were going to go back to normal, just like, hitting a switch, don't worry about it. Everybody's going to go back to work. This is going to go back to normal. After a few months of watching everything shut down, you knew that this wasn't going to go back to normal. When we started seeing small, medium businesses shutting down for good, restaurants shutting down for good, the damage that we have been seeing. You knew this wasn't going back to any type of normal. First off, things haven't been normal since '08 and the crash. So there's no normal to go back to. But people who thought that their jobs were going to be there waiting for them are finding out the truth and the reality now. And, when we look at these numbers, these manipulated numbers, unemployment rate tumbling back to 6.3%, we know it's much, much higher than that. I cannot even believe how much they're lying to us. 6.3%. We know that there has to be at least around 40 million people not working in this country. And then take into account how many people are working part-time. How many people have to work 2, 3, 4 jobs now just to keep up? How many people took a wage cut? None of this is reported. Let's look at what happened to jobs in January in the leisure and hospitality sector. We lost 61,000 jobs. How's that for returning back to normal? How's that for flipping the switch? That's after a 536,000 loss of jobs in December in leisure and hospitality, a total crash in that sector. Retail in January, we lost another 38,000 jobs. Healthcare, we lost healthcare. We're losing jobs in healthcare. That's interesting. We lost 41,000 jobs in healthcare in January. Transportation, we lost 28,000 jobs. Manufacturing, do we even have a manufacturing sector here left in America? I didn't even know we even had one left. But we lost another 10,000 of those jobs. Construction jobs in the construction industry, we lost another 3,000 jobs in January. So how's everything looking to all of you out there? It's not looking too good to me. And these people out there that just say, "Oh, I'm just repeating the same thing." Look, all this, I just printed today. This is all fresh. This is brand new data. I'm sorry that the message isn't what you like, but I live in the real world, and I'm going to keep telling all of you the reality of where we're at and where this is going. But people out there, look, if you want a different message, go back to watching your cartoons, go back to playing your video games. I live in the real world. This is all new data. This is all brand new news today. I'm sorry that the message isn't what you want, but I'm here to wake people up. I'm here to alert you. I'm here to tell you to prepare. And for the people out there who have deaf ears, I don't know why you continue to watch, but I'm happy that you do. I'm happy that you do. You're more than invited to be here and watch. The top 10% are doing just fine. The middle class is dying on a vine. Another article on The Hedge today. If you really take 5 minutes out of your day and just read a little bit, and I'm terrible at that, I really am, but I try to dedicate a little bit of time during the day to read these articles, read the news, check out the data, because knowledge is power. And don't take my word for any of this. Do your own due diligence, do your own homework, confirm this for yourself. But it's becoming more and more obvious that what I'm saying is very, very true, because all you have to do is take a drive through your town. You see the vacant stores, you see the small businesses shutting down. You have friends who have lost jobs. You have family members who have lost jobs. I have the same friends and family that have lost jobs, just like you. And many of you watching this video tonight may have already lost a job. I was reading in the comments last night, a couple people commenting that they just lost their job yesterday. 10% of the U.S. population owns 88% of all stocks held by households. But yet they're telling us that there's no wealth inequality, opportunity inequality. They're also telling us that unemployment is only 6.3%. $50 trillion has been siphoned from labor, which is the lower 90% of the workforce, to the financial aristocracy. Total household income has been slammed by lower wages. The decline in wages share of natural income from 1973 to 2018 is above 8.5%, which equals $1.5 trillion. And when you multiply that from 73 to 2018, there you go, $50 trillion siphoned from the labor force to these aristocrats. The sum shifted from labor to capital every year. Within the workforce, wages have shifted to the top 10% who now earn 50% of all taxable income. 10% now control 97% of all capital income in America. I mean, read the article, ladies and gentlemen. Read the article on The Hedge today. Nearly half of all new income generated since the global financial crisis of 2008 has gone to the wealthiest 1% of U.S. citizens. The richest 3 Americans have more wealth than the poorest 160 million Americans. I mean, just think about this. I mean, it's absolutely insanity. The money is flowing to the very, very top, to the top 1%, and they're sharing that down to maybe the top 10%, while the 90%, they're not even leaving any meat on the bone for the 90%. They're not even throwing a bone to the 90%. It's really, really sad to see what is happening to this economy. And we see the stock market up today yet again, all-time highs. And so people will tell you and I everything is okay. They're not even invested in the stock market, but they watch the television, and the people in the $3,000 suits tell them that everything is okay because everything's in the green. Yet the U.S. economy is collapsing more and more every day. Look at the jobless claims last week. We got those numbers yesterday. They were nearly 800,000. I mean, how long can America keep bleeding 900,000 jobs a week before nobody has a job left? But it's okay because the stock market is up. Gold up, I think, $24 today. Silver up 80 cents, back over 27. I saw somebody had commented yesterday, oh, look what happened to silver. If you look at physical silver today, try and find it for under $37 an ounce for an eagle. Buffaloes are selling for over $33, and you will see delays. You probably won't get it. Many people are reporting 4 to 8 weeks for delivery. Yet people go, look at silver. Silver was $12 back in March of 2020. It is now back over $27. I haven't lost any money. If you bought silver last year, you certainly haven't lost any money. And if you look at the real physical price, it's not coming down, which maybe at some point we're going to see a separation between the paper and the physical. And that's what needs to happen. We need a real physical price on physical, real number for an ounce of physical silver. And with all the green that's going to be coming this year and next year, silver is only going to go up. And I'm going to continue to buy it. And I'm going to continue to buy gold. Gold back over $1,800 today. So with the mass manipulation, with the flooding of paper on the market to try and smash these prices, they're no longer smashing prices back down to $12 and $13 silver. We're not seeing $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 gold. I think those days are long gone. And the more stimulus that we're going to see pumped into this economy, pumped into the bank accounts of Americans, with the more unemployment, with the more money printing, the more quantitative easing, the more debt creation. And as we go green, silver is only going to go one way, and that's up. But I believe that gold and silver will have their day. I don't really care about the price. I buy it, I put it away. I don't buy it to flip it and hold it for a week and make money. I put it away for emergency. It is an insurance policy. It is a life jacket, a life raft. And we are on a Titanic right now that is sinking. And I hope that you're all preparing with hard assets, having a cash reserve, getting the debt paid down, because this ship is sinking right now. You know, people ask me, when do you think the collapse is going to happen? Newsflash, have you taken a look around in your environment? Have you taken a look at this country? It is collapsing right now, right before your very eyes. When do you think it's going to collapse? I mean, come on, are you serious? It's collapsing. Look at the debt. Look at the debt creation, $28 trillion of debt. Look at the unemployment in America. Look at the jobless claims weekly. Look at the mass manipulation in the stock market. Look at the volatility. Look at the vacant buildings. Just take a look at your bank account, where you're earning literally 0% interest, but you're paying 24% on your credit card. Look at the amount of people going to payday loans just to get by. Look at the amount of people living paycheck to paycheck. Look at the amount of people living with no health insurance in America. Average credit card debt per household, 15 plus $1,000. I mean, we could go on and on and on. Global debt, $277 trillion of debt. $277 trillion of global debt. Look at the pension crisis. Look at your local municipalities. Look at your cities. Look at your states. Most of them in America are bankrupt. But what a surprise. The U.S. government is bankrupt. So if you think it's a bad idea to be buying gold and silver, I feel sorry for you, because I think it's a fantastic idea. And I think it's all on sale. And I think that the only thing that's going to matter is when things crash, all it's going to matter is what you're holding, what you have, not what you're going to buy tomorrow, not what you're going to do tomorrow. It's about what you did yesterday. What you do today is going to prepare you for what is going to happen tomorrow. What you do today is all you're going to have when things collapse. There's no second chances, ladies and gentlemen. You know, look, at the end of the day, I can afford to be wrong. But can most Americans afford for me to be right? And the answer to that is 100% no. Have a phenomenal weekend. It's a good weekend to go out and get a little exercise. If you can, if you live in a warm climate like I do, enjoy the weather, put a little balance in your life, but it's also a fantastic weekend to make those preparations. You got enough food and water put away? It's a good weekend maybe if you can buy a little silver, if you can find it. Maybe it's a good weekend to work on security. Maybe it's a good weekend to thank God for everything that He's blessed you with. Family, friends, a roof over your head, a meal, a job. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people out there hurting. They're hurting real, real bad. I see it every day. My heart goes out to the families who can't sleep at night because they don't know what they're going to do. They're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months behind on rent. The business owner who's 10 months behind on his rent. We are heading into real uncertain times, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to tell you repeatedly, get prepared. God bless. Talk to all of you soon.